Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Jenna,
And I'm Leonka Reina.
and this is the How Hustle Morning Show. Today, we're talking with Cinimon Clark, and she is a psychic medium and incredibly funny. And we just really, really have adored her. She's been on the show before, and I hope you've got some desire for some movement and change. So,
Yeah.
Cinnamon, welcome.
Hi,
Hi,
Cinnamon.
y'all. Hello.
Hi.
How's
How are
everybody
you?
doing? I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
It's been terrible though.
What's up?
I
What's
mean,
up?
but because let's call a thing a thing. I mean, last month was Lord, y'all, it was a diaper fire. The energies are all over the
They
place.
are. They really are.
And then some days, for these ascension symptoms, right? That's
We
what
talk about that all
people
the
call it,
time.
right?
Yes.
And so it's like this lately. It's last week was not the fun way, like, oh my God, but it's been like these crazy dreams and you can't sleep. And then when you do sleep, you have these crazy dreams. And then you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't fall back asleep. And then some days you don't want to eat anything. And then other days you cannot get enough food into your body. It's like nuts. So it's been not the most fun, but that's okay because I don't know if everybody feels it. But there's such shift, there's a change in the air.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
There's
know,
definitely of a bubbling up or like not even a bubbling up. It's like it's a in the air. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of energy swirling for sure. It's exciting.
Well, and every time I'm miserable, I go, oh, thank God I'm miserable.
I
Because
had that.
it's waves in the ocean, right?
It was crazy.
And every time you feel like crap, you go, oh, thank God, because that means good stuff's coming. For sure. And then if you,
Oh, good things are
I
always
had-
coming.
Right,
Yeah.
minutes. I had probably one of the toughest weeks that I had. Like I was feeling
Yeah.
super crummy, and I had messed with my hormones, so I was feeling punchy.
yeah.
Yeah, you can say that.
Normally, it's not normally my MO, right? Like I'm pretty happy. I've always been a happy kid, no matter what I was going through. And this last week was like I didn't know if I wanted to cry. Then I would feel better. Then I would feel like and then I wanted to tell somebody exactly what was on my
And
mind.
I'm like, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender with
But that's-
constant attached.
She's
it's
like
perfect. But that's perfect
Yes.
because what was happening is all this old shit that came up to be released, you know?
Yes.
And this is lifetime, for sure this lifetime. So if you've been feeling angry at your family, that's understandable. And there's a truth coming out energy.
Yes.
But now we're seeing the truth of our family, of our childhood, of the people on the world stage. We're like, oh snap, what is happening? I always thought it was this way, and nope, it is not. It is completely different. So it's hard to move through. Is there good stuff always coming? Sure, but I think it's your filter for your reality, right? That can shift. Because I know because look, I get into depression and anxiety and all of these things because when you're as sensitive as I am, the world is like a pain in the chakra. You know what I mean? So I have to be really mindful about who I give access to me because I'm already like dialed up to 11. You know what I mean? So I got to be mindful of what the hell's going on in my world. At any rate, so if y'all have been feeling like shit, that's perfect. You're right on target. You're right. And I want to add another thing about that too, because especially if you feel really, really crummy, rejoice because, well, as Esther Hicks says that you've sent energy out into the universe, so change is coming. It's inevitable. But also, my opinion is the amount of misery that you're in is directly proportionate to how much you've grown.
Mm-hmm.
You get that job and you first get that job and you're so excited to get that job, and a year in you're like, oh my God, these people are knuckle dragging mouth breathers and I got to get out of here before I kill somebody. But that just means you've outgrown it. Same with relationships and all. And my spirit guides always say, when y'all get into these human bodies, you're ridiculous because we're not down here to be in some contest to see who can stay married the longest. That's not how it works. You're supposed to come together and learn things. And when you feel it's completed and you know it's completed, you can't lie to yourself. You feel it in you like, ooh, damn, this is done.
Yeah.
Release the other person with some dignity. Oh my God, y'all.
Yeah.
And move on. Anyway, Lord, I've just gone off on a tangent.
No, but I love it.
No, I love it.
Sorry, y'all.
Cinnamon, there's a few people here that may not know who you are. So can you give
Oh,
them like the nugget of how you became a psychic and how it all
well,
works?
Yeah.
sure. I mean, I've always been this way, and I was always this way. And I just assumed everybody else was this way, and they're not. I'm like, oh no. So, I'm like all the things. I'm psychic. I'm a psychic medium, which means I just talk to dead people. I'm an animal communicator. Animals living or alive. Doesn't matter. They got something to say, and usually they're real pushy. They just kind of interfere and jump in the middle of things and run their mouths. And also all the clairs: clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairalient, clairaudient, clairgustient. Am I missing one? Probably. I'm an empath, and I'm also an energy healer. So I like do all the things. And I'm also a
Yeah.
canine behaviorist, which is what I've done for decades, is work with highly aggressive dogs. But when, I was little, and I would say, wait a minute, you don't talk to the animals and they don't talk back to you, and people would be like, what? Cinnamon, that's just you. And I'm like, oh, snap. Okay. I need to shut my cake hole and not bring that up again. So I fought it. Oh, Lord, y'all, I fought it like sticking a cat in a bathtub. I was just hissing and I don't want to be psychic and scratching and like, I don't want this because I have a canine behavior business that I love. But my magic just bubbles out at inopportune moments because I'm autistic and I'm ADHD. And so the truth just flops out of my mouth, usually when it shouldn't, if I'm being honest. So my magic would just bubble up and out. And so I finally had to come clean, come out of the broom closet.
We're sick of the
So
broom closet. I love that so much. We're so grateful that you have. I remember I got a session with you and you blew me away with some of the information. I know you can't remember it, but like, because you work with so many different people, but the stuff that you were able to tap in for me was, I just had never looked at it like that. And your fun nature for about the way that you could approach some of these tough topics. And girlfriend, I did need to know some of that stuff, right? Like I needed to look it straight in the face. Your ability to come through with a little bit of humor and a lot of love, but
well,
hard. I was like, but yes,
I don't pull
just broke
punches.
me open. It really broke me open. Yeah.
I don't pull
Yeah.
punches. I do not, sugarcoat a damn thing. But I may be a lot of things, but one thing I am is kind. I'm a
Yes. And
kind
yes, you're
person.
so
And
authentic. Yeah.
everything that I say is from a place of respect and dignity and honor for you. But here's the bitch of the bunch. I don't give a shit what your ego wants to hear. Pfft, who gives a shit about that? I'm here to help you really grow and work through the tough shit. And look, no matter what kind of heavy you bring, I got your back because I have complex PTSD. My entire life has been nothing but trauma. No joke. So I have got you. Like I am unflappable and unshockable, and I'm always grounded, and I can be the safe place for you to spill it all. And I go, okay, cool. How can we make it better? Like I got
Hmm.
your back. Let's figure it out. Because whatever you've been through, probably I've been through too. So there you
Should we
go.
just
And I
queue up
don't
some
judge.
colors?
No, I think we should definitely keep up some colors because that's where it gets fun too.
Sure, let's do it.
You want to, okay, go ahead and raise your hand if you would like a reading from Cinnamon. And do start with the question, and then if she needs more story, then go ahead and add to that. Unless Cinnamon, you have other directions.
I don't know. I mean, when I get off on a tangent, it just happens. No.
Uh-huh.
And y'all, don't be caught up in what you want to hear. Be open to what
Yes.
you need to
Yes.
hear.
Yeah.
Because it's oftentimes, and you know what, if you want your animals to come through or your loved ones to come through who are deceased, usually they come through for you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
people want
great.
to hear about them, and it's the animals going, I don't give a shit about me. I'm good. She's just all jacked up though. So let's talk about mom,
Yes.
because damn, like she's, so roll with it. Roll with it.
Lovely. Okay, perfect. Christina, you're up.
Oh, are you
Hi,
muted?
hello.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, sorry. Hi, lovely ladies. Yes, I would like to know, well, no, so many things. Just one thing. What is my next step forward on my spiritual path, on my work path?
I feel like you don't have all the facts yet, and I have chills all over my body for physical confirmation for that. Can you wait a month or two, 3 months max? Because it's some external person, place, or thing that's going to show up and it's going to click. Does that make sense? Like you're in
No, but
limbo for a
yeah.
reason. You're in limbo for a
Okay.
reason. And I don't think it has a whole hell of a lot to do with you. I have another wave of chills for confirmation for that. This is external things falling into place to be ready for you. You
Okay.
know? So it's
Yeah.
please don't kick yourself and push yourself and no 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 no. All that stuff is old energy. So this is not something that you have to like write on your list. Be spiritually evolved. Check. Like no no no.
No, no.
Can you flow with it a little more? Oh, and also this, they're saying now is a time for you to trust yourself. Period. You know, when I was talking to a friend of mine, Allie, the other day, and I said, "Look, my entire life has been um, about dimming my light. It's been this big experiment on how dim I can make my light so other people feel comfortable in my presence.
Yes.
And so I'm hearing for you, freaking knock it off." Like, stop dimming your light to make other people comfortable in your presence. You're doing
Yeah.
everybody a disservice when you do that. And also you're enabling other people to not reach their full potential and complete what their soul self wants to complete because you're enabling them to be a-holes. Right? So
Okay.
I hear a please rock the boat. I mean, tip the damn thing over and swim to shore. You ain't got to even be in that boat with them people. You know what I mean? Like you can swim just fine. Just go on ahead and do your thing and shine as big and bright as you possibly humanly can. Because when your energy of when you're doing what you love, your energy shines out of you like a beacon. And
Wow.
the people who are supposed to be around you will finally be able to find you because here's the thing, when you camouflage yourself by making other people feel better about themselves, your tribe can't find you. So
Okay.
when you are your authentic self, you're no longer camouflaged. And people start coming out of the woodwork and go, well, shit, Christine, I didn't, if I would have known you were that cool, we'd have been, why aren't we friends already? How is it we are not friends already? So because I feel like you have people too close to you who you wouldn't have considered to be bringing into your inner circle, and they can't wait to be in that safe space that you offer. But please be mindful with whom you give access to you. You're not a safe space for everybody. No, 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 no. So make sure who you know you're offering a safe space to. Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah.
She's like, no, cinnamon. I think it'll make, can they listen to this repeat later?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
So, Christina, just come back and listen to it again. I think this is a lot for you to take in with all these people here, and if you can just in quiet and stillness later go back and listen to it, then it'll make more sense. But I feel like this is a time for you to well be sloppy and loosey goosey and open up and do whatever the hell you want to do.
Okay.
No more
Okay.
tight.
Okay.
And no
Yeah,
more
that's
worrying about what anybody says. Because you know what? I mean, my mama turned 81 this year, and she has always told me, doll baby, other people's opinions of you are none of your damn
None
business.
of your business. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, true.
Nope, nope, nope. So they don't really matter. And when I say this, and this goes for everybody too, like when you start to stand authentically in your power, you're going to lose a lot of people. And know that going in, that when people start falling away from you, this is the first thing that they said, you know, when I was speaking on here a few minutes ago, like
Yeah.
when you're miserable, that is direct proportion to how much you've grown. Like, so when you're miserable because people are falling away and you're lonely,
Yeah.
know that it's okay. That it's okay. You're just making space for new people to come in.
Okay.
So, yeah, I know this is brain overload. That was a lot of info in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, yeah. But thank
Thanks,
you so much.
ADHD. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course. Christina, listen
Brilliant.
to it again. It'll make sense later.
I will do. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. All right, Shamira, you're up.
Oh, thank you so much, ladies. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to you girls. I can't believe how you have changed my life. Like ever since you girls came along, you brought Cinnamon last time, got the hormones all straightened out now, talked to Cinnamon another time, and she straightened me out of narcissism. And now I'm sitting here going, oh my God, I'm so free. Okay, what's next, Cinnamon? Talk to me, girl. Because
Um, Travel. Are you going to go out of the country? You have
I
your
am. I'm about to book it
perfect.
to Mexico.
Because I see passport, passport, passport. Oh my God, get your passport. But you're also going to go to Europe too. It's going to be a separate trip.
Yeah.
And yeah, and you're going to want to stay over there. So I don't know if you have some sort of work visa that you're getting over in Europe.
No, I
You
booked
not have.
a tour to go to the Canary Islands, and we're staying in
Ooh.
for that.
I
So
don't couldn't even pick that out on a map, but I got all excited.
good,
Ooh.
very excited. So yeah, I can't help myself. Like, there's been no travel, and now all of a sudden it's like, okay, we're going to Mexico. We're going to the heart
Yes.
of colonial Mexico and doing the real authentic stuff, and going to the Canary Islands
Love
and
it.
England and Hawaii for a week in November. So, like,
But
yeah,
what's in Canada?
I live in Canada.
Oh, okay. Never mind. There we go. Yeah, because I'm like, you're going to Canada. No, she's already in Canada. I think she needs to go somewhere else. Got it. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. And so, are you a writer?
No.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Because I feel like you're right. Please write. Please write. And oh God, Leanne, hi. Sorry, everybody, sidetracked. Yeah, can please write. And I feel like it's a travel thing that you write. Something about travel is what you're doing. You're writing about that. Can you just take notes when buy a new journal or something and take notes when you're on your trips and write that down because that's some sort of cathartic thing that happens for you writing about these trips that you take.
okay.
Yeah.
Thought about that.
And I feel like it's you could write it feels like multiple booklets for people. I think it's the spirituality of travel or something like that. You would know more than I would about that. But please write.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, that's exciting.
So thank you for everything you girls have done. I am so honored. I am so grateful. Thank you for the messages.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Continue to come back. And it's awesome to hear how much you've changed.
Oh, you're muted.
Freedom is
There you go.
a good
I
thing.
thank you for sharing your story too about how much freedom you're having because I mean it's super inspiring. It really is. So thank you.
Yep.
And y'all, like I never remember anything that I say in my readings, and I don't. And really, my memory is embarrassing actually because of my ADHD. So, it's awful for me. My memory is like a freaking colander. Everything just goes bye bye down the drain. So I don't even remember giving you readings, but I'm so freaking thrilled that you're feeling freedom.
I love
Like
that.
Leonka said, that's fantastic. Oh my God. I mean, because that's what we all want. Well, maybe not all of us, but I mean, isn't that the goal? To have some peace,
Yes.
Yep.
to be comfortable in our own skin, to not have any sort of pressing anxiety or self-doubt or self-loathing, or just to have some peace and to be able to travel and experience new cultures and people and languages and I don't know, just kind of enrich our lives because I
That's
think that's
awesome.
really the most important thing that we experience as much as we can down here while we're here, it's a blip.
Love it.
Each
Yes.
life is so short that we should do as much as we can while we're here, while we can.
Yeah. Love
Yeah,
it.
if I could just add one more thing is, when you're lonely and everyone has fallen away and you look around and you're going, oh my God, where did everybody go? And then you start discovering, well, guess what? What do I really want to do? I want to
Oh,
travel.
I love that.
So once all the extraneous stuff leaves, then you're like, okay, what do I really want? What does my heart want? What does my soul want? So that's the path I'm on now, girls. So thank
Yay! Oh
I
my
love
God.
that. And can I add to that too? Because how fantastic is that? So when you start becoming your authentic self and all of your friends and family seemingly kind of move away from you, this gives you the time and the space to really reevaluate what the hell you're doing. You're like, wait a minute, I don't like this at all. I want to do this over here. So it forces you, it meaning loneliness, forces you to open up to new avenues for yourself that you would have never known about. And then as you do that, your energetic vibration goes up and up and up. And then you see people who you've seen every day for probably 20 years, and you click in a different way than you've never ever done before. It's like things open up for you
Okay.
that were always there that you just now you can tune into. It's fascinating how that works. Magic is everywhere, y'all. You just have to have the eyes to see it, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, go
Yay.
ahead. Sorry. I go
No,
off
it's
on these
perfect.
I
tangents,
love
y'all.
that. Love that. No,
No,
we talk
no, I
about
think
magic
that
all the
was
time.
so important for the whole, the
Everybody.
everyone,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Anita, you're up.
Hi, Cinnamon. This is
Hi.
Anita. Thank you for joining us. You're delightful.
Oh, thank you.
Delightful.
It's called ADHD.
It's, I think it's a whole package of all kinds of magic.
Oh,
So,
well, thank you.
yeah. Um, so for me, I've been having a struggle, and Jennifer Leonka and regulars are going to know what I'm going to talk about. Is I've been having a struggle with um, acquiring that sense of abundance and wealth, and having I feel like there's a block with finances getting to me and opportunities connected to finances getting to me, and I'm like, what am I
So
missing? Like,
let
what
me
am I
ask you
missing?
this. How do you allow yourself to receive? It just generally in the world. Do you go to the grocery store and spend however much you want within reason? Because y'all groceries are just like crazy pants right now. But do you get a massage? Do you buy the toothpaste that you really love? Do you buy the good soap and stuff? Do you do that for
Yes,
yourself?
yes.
Yay. Okay. I feel like this is you're right. There's like a remaining piece.
There's something there, and yet I do those sorts of things. I mean, I don't get a massage because the finances are so limited that
How
I'm
can you
trying to.
trade? How can you trade to get a massage? Because I feel like, can you trade for things right now? And look, y'all, I understand. I'm from Mississippi. Ain't like y'all can't tell from my voice, right? But I'm from Mississippi, so I know poor, y'all. Born and raised Mississippi, Gulfport, Mississippi, and I have been in poverty my entire life until now. And it's just now switching and changing. And I have done like all manner of things. And really what I finally found out that it was just self-loathing, bottom line, and not feeling worthy. It's wanting and deserving, isn't it? Everybody wants to win the lottery, but if deep down you don't feel like you deserve it, you ain't gonna win that lottery. Nobody wants to get sick, but deep down, if you feel like you should get sick because of self-loathing, you're probably gonna get sick, y'all. You know what I mean? So it's this deep dive into, wait a minute, how do I feel about me? And how do I feel about how much I give to others, and how much, because this I think is the thing for you, how much do I allow them to give to me? Do you allow other people to cook for you and clean for you and shop for you and do for you, and you just sit back and relax? Can you do that?
I could if I had people in my life that's was an option. See, there's just a lot where I've been hidden for a while. There's been
Yeah.
just some things, yeah.
So
And
it's perfect. I'm gonna just say it's perfect timing, because again, I feel like this whole theme of today is being your authentic self. So you're just in that void. So and live void, meaning you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see your way out. You're like, well, God dang it, where the hell am I? You know what I
right,
mean? But that's all right, because what you're currently living is consequences of past decisions. Does that make sense? Like, you don't have anybody around you who is trustworthy enough that you can receive from them, expect anything in return. You don't, I'm assuming, you correct me if I'm wrong here, but this is what feels correct to me. You don't have anybody in your life who really knows you, who really loves you, just for you, just because you came to the party, you showed up to the planet. Just people who love you and honor you just for your mere existence. So that's your wealth. When you become your authentic self, let all of these people dissipate and move away from you because I feel like you're a battery. You are everyone else's battery. They feed off of your energy. No wonder you're always depleted. Does that feel correct
And
to
yeah,
you?
and that, yeah, that's how it has been. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that is the key to your abundance. And, I always, and what?
There was some,
Was that her? Or was that reverb on me? I think it was, I was
I
listening
think
to
it
my
was
own
reverb.
reverb. Yeah. So in my head, they're telling me to say this. So I'm gonna, right? So, since I was little, my spirit guides have said life is a sea of karma. And we're all in this together, right? And sometimes we're sinking. Sometimes we're floating like, oh, thank God, give me a minute because I'm freaking
Mm-hmm.
exhausted. Sometimes we're dog paddling. Sometimes we're swimming pretty like, hey, a pretty good clip. This is great. But look, there is a boat. There's a boat. It's right over there. It's this gorgeous yacht. And the thing is this. If you're amongst all of these people who are taking from you, who are only living in the moment, who can't even see that boat because they're panicking and they're pulling you under, and it's chaos. And what that is that's just shark bait right there. So if you're living inauthentically, if you are living working a job you hate, living in a town you hate, surrounded by people who are dadgum mean to you, you're just shark bait. So the magical part of this is you have control over you. You can just swim off. Now, ain't that some shit? You can just swim off. Is it scary? Yeah. Because you're going to be out there swimming by yourself. You're going to not answer those phone calls. You're going to not follow up on those text messages of those friends who are so mean. You're going to let them all float away from you, and you're going to swim by yourself. And is it scary? Yes, it is. Because you're out there swimming by yourself, and it gets lonely, and you're out in the middle of that gum deep.
Cinnamon.
Uh-huh.
The thing is I've been swimming by myself for a while now
Yep.
because
Yep.
I've let those things fall away, and I feel so alone, and
That's
I'm
perfect,
waiting.
though.
But it's like, when is it coming? Like, when is the,
You have to do
you know,
it. You have to do it. You have to swim to the boat manually and get up on the dadgum thing. Meaning, I have never in my life had safety. I have been around people who have been abusive to me, who have taken from me, who have not even thought about my well-being, who would have thrown me to the wolves in a heartbeat. And so what I had to do was create my own effing safety. And that's scary in and of itself. So it's you going out and searching for people who you resonate with. That's how you get in a boat.
yeah.
You go to, and if you're an introvert like I am, I know it don't look like it, y'all, but I am. I'm an introvert. I'm an introverted extrovert, or whatever the hell they call it.
Right.
But go to silent book club in your area. If you have one, silent book club is great. You just go and you bring your own book and you can chat for 20, 30 minutes, and everybody, it's like at a cafe or something. They have them in all kind of cities all over US. And then everybody just goes and sits down and you read your book by yourself. And so your body is around all of these other bodies who are relaxed, doing what they love. There's joy emanating out of them because they're reading what they love. So your physical body starts to feel better, and your physical body starts to understand what feels good and what doesn't. Does that make sense? This leads me to another thing too.
Yes.
And it really is about your central nervous system. And I don't know if you've heard of polyvagal theory. Polyvagal theory is about fight, flight, freeze, and fawn, and about regulating your central nervous system. Because here's the thing, we can manifest all day, every stinking one of us. But if your central nervous system is not regulated, you ain't getting shit, y'all. You ain't getting shit. What you're gonna get is lonely and depressed and pissed off, and you're just gonna be mean as a snake. I know, because I've been there. So the second I started to regulate my central nervous system, my world changed. And I want to do this real quick. I want to do a vagus nerve reset with everybody here. So if y'all would join me, I would be grateful. It just takes about a minute. So if we could just sit up for a second, what we're going to do is just do a test run and just turn your head right and left, just to see how far it goes. You're not trying to do any kind of crazy pants stuff here, just to see what your range of motion is. That's all. So now, here's how you reset. Look, this is magic. It takes this long. Put your hands behind your head. Your face stays forward, but your eyes are going to look over to the right. And you're just going to look at something, just focus on it. A little eye strain is normal, but you don't want it to hurt or anything. We're trying to lessen all your craziness, not make more. We don't want to hurt you or anything. What you're looking to feel in your body is maybe your belly is a little looser. Whew, maybe you feel a little looser. If you're lucky, you will yawn. But if you're not yawning, let's do this instead. Let's take a deep breath in and then breathe out. Perfect. Now let's look over to the left and do the same thing. Again, a little eye strain, no big deal, but don't crank your eyes so much that it hurts. We're trying to lessen that anxiety. Let's take another deep breath and exhale. Maybe you feel a little looseness in your belly. And you put your arms down, y'all. That's it. Now, here's what I want you to do. Turn your head right and left and see how much more range of motion you have. It's going to freak you out. What is this fairy magic? Crazy bananas. So look.
It's been so good.
We're still in a human body. We forget. And I fought it forever. I was pissed off that I have a human body. I mean, you got to feed the thing 3 times a day. It's excessive. I have shit to do. I don't have time for that. You have to brush the fur and exercise it and like socialize the damn thing. Like I could get way more done in my life if I didn't have a body. I'm just throwing that out there. So I fought it and fought it. But now is the time for you to love your body. I think that's the key to your abundance too. So knowing when this clicked to me, I changed my life. You're having a body is like having a pet. And I'm telling you, now look, you don't have anybody around you who is really worthy of being around you. Let's just call a thing. So they all do not respect and honor your body, and you don't respect and honor your body. But if you had a little dog, my little dog Crawfish is sitting right here. He's a little rickety old man now. He's under the blankets because he's cold. Let me cover him up. But if Crawfish were limping or I would, everything I got to do, I'm gonna do. I'm going to buy the steps for the couch so he can get up here. I'm going to buy him all the things. And actually, he is on glucosamine and chondroitin right now, y'all, because he needs a little something, take the edge off. So, Anita, you would do the same thing, wouldn't you? If you had a little dog, you'd do everything. Take him to the vet and buy all the things. And when is the last time you've done that for your body? Your body, the one you're in. When is the last time you've really loved it, paid attention to it, noticed what it needs? And self-care isn't all about bathtub and, bubbles and chocolate. I mean, it can be, and that's nice. But really, it's more like, what is your body trying to tell you? Your body has all the answers. And when you cue into your body, because it is the best oracle you will ever have, when you cue into your body, you don't even need my ass. Because your body will tell you straight up. So I feel like polyvagal theory. You may want to get the book When the Body Says No by Gabor Mate. When the Body Says No. You may want to read that. You may want to go listen to Gabor Mate and how he talks about the body and what how you can tap into the body's wisdom. And there's another man named Mastin Kipp, Kipp, Mastin Kipp. He talks about polyvagal theory as well. He's got free stuff online and follow him on Instagram or whatever, because I feel like that's the key to your money. Because when you can love your body and advocate for your body, and I'm going to say one more thing about this and then we can move on, but this is super duper important. If you were to take your little dog to the vet because he has a little toenail issue, and your little dog doesn't like anybody looking in his little ears, and they say, well, we're going to check his ears, you would advocate for that little dog, wouldn't you?
Right.
You would go through the ends of the earth and say, you will not look in his ears. It scares him. He has some PTSD from an ear infection he had before, and I'm not going to let you do it. He's only here for his toenail. You would advocate. You would go into a burning building for that little dog.
Yes.
So that's the level of love that you can have for yourself. And holy moly, your money flows in from that because you're going to be getting rid of other stuff that you hate, bringing in stuff that you love. And it's also, you know this, it's childhood trauma.
Yeah.
And you, what you may want to do too is, I don't know if you've heard of family constellations.
Mm-mm.
Family constellations, it's a Googleable thing. Family
Okay.
constellations, it's a methodology where the practitioner will take you back. It's not a, not hypnosis or anything, but they can heal stuff going 7 generations back.
Okay.
You may want to look into family constellations, and and all of these things will start getting it clicking for you. And I know this sounds like I'm a crazy person, but I'm so grateful that you're miserable. But for real, because when you're in that lonely bit, that is when good shit starts to come. And I know that you've been there forever, but I think you've been
Seems like forever.
focus on your body. Yeah, but focus on your body. That's the one thing you haven't tried.
Well, I've tried it off and on, but there hasn't been consistency. And cinnamon, it just the last few days, I've circled back around and I'm like, wait a second, what are we doing? Hello, my lovely body. What are we doing? So
Yay.
so this lines up. Thank you so much. Thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
God, I'm excited for you. I feel like in 3 months it's going to be different. 6 months it's going to be this time next year, your life is going to be completely different because you've got the drive. You know what you're doing. And
Well,
I
and
really feel, yeah, go ahead.
that's why I start getting frustrated because I feel like I'm not myself in that motivation realm of it. But I'm like, it's not about that at this point. There's something else in there. There's some other thick thread that's
That family constellations may really help you.
yeah.
And I swear to you, it's the polyvagal theory. Because your body is still operating on a different mode, and our bodies are not us. Truly. Let that
Right.
really, really sink in. It's a living, breathing creature that's not of you. And it
Right.
has its own
And
wants,
we're
needs,
inhabiting.
desires.
Yeah, we
Yes.
came
And
to
so,
inhabit. Yeah, and
yes.
that's been what's going through just recently with me the last few days too, Cinnamon. And I know this isn't a private session, and I love everybody that's on here. I'm sorry.
Well, no, but I feel like this
I've
is
had
for
so much
everybody
fun.
too, though.
Yes. Well, and that's like all the others that have already gone before me. I'm like, well, that's for me too. Maybe I don't need to ask. And I'm like, no, I'm asking.
Yeah, because I think what you have is for everybody too. And I really do feel like it's that polyvagal theory. I really do, because your body is working on this other program. And so again, it's like a little dog with PTSD because of the ear thing. Like your body is doing it's doing what it feels is correct. And you're fighting it. And another thing I want to add to this, and then I swear we'll move on. Sorry, y'all. But do you consider yourself a neurodivergent person? Neurodivergent person like me, meaning are you ADHD, possibly autistic? Because this is super common for neurodivergent people. And
Sorry, Cinnamon, you froze for a second here.
Or maybe we did, but
I'm not sure if it's you or us.
we're still muted.
Yeah, my internet connection.
it's
It's on our
Bong. Oh, hey, we're back. So, so PDA profile just means don't tell me what to do. So this could be a discrepancy in your body. I was saying, I'm my 15-year-old son. I say, hey, you need to go do this. And he'll go, Mom, you can't tell me what to do because then I can't do it. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. How do we do a workaround? So I
Right.
feel like this is your body too. Your body's like, no, I don't want to do that. Honor it. And really get into the deliciousness of being a human. And it's all messy and screwed up down here. And it's
Yes.
just nothing wherever works right, but kind of wallow in the yumminess of that. And because when you're all the tight, when you release all the tight, that's when the good stuff's going to flow in for you. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Oh, yeah. There's so much that resonated literally in the last 10 seconds of you saying that. Yeah. And when,
Perfect.
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Thank
and
you
you
so
know,
much.
who was I talking to? I think my friend Allie the other day, and I said, you know how you hear something a million times and it doesn't click, and then one person will just say it a certain way, and you're ready for it, like your
Uh-huh.
body and your everything in your work, and then it just click, and then you're good. So
And
I
then,
feel like you're just, I mean, you're badass. You know what you're doing.
well, Cinnamon,
'Cause-
that's the thing, and that's what I tell Jennifer. I was like, I feel like I'm so close to whatever I'm so
yeah,
close to, and I don't even know. So it's like,
yeah.
and so then
No,
I
but
get
that's good.
frustrated.
But
Yeah.
it's the same thing on the opposite, right? It's the same thing. I'm so close to the things I don't even know I'm so close to. But here's the bitch of the bunch. Like I've been healing hardcore, right? Now I've been doing the family constellations, and I've healed in places I didn't even know I had places, y'all. I'm like, well,
Mm.
holy hell. I was all kind of messed up. I didn't even know. And there's this layer after layer after layer. You know what I mean? And so I feel like to get to the money, it's a roundabout way.
Yeah.
It's about what brings me joy, do that.
Yeah.
What makes me happy, do that.
Yeah.
You know, and how can I do that shit for free if I don't have the cash to do it? How can I swap somebody? And then how can I tune into my body, read that book by Gabor Mate, and go that route of regulating your central nervous system, and then because I see in my head now these big barn doors, double doors, and they're going to be wide open,
Wide
and the
open.
sun shines in,
Oh,
and I see the little dust motes, and that actually makes me want to cry. And there's
me,
animals
I
in
am
there, and it
crying.
was there's animals in there. Y'all were okay, you were happy and warm and safe, but you need to get outside. You need some sunshine, you know.
Yeah.
Y'all need to go roll in the grass and pick flowers, and so now you're all kind of slowly moving out. It feels like it's going to be slow and steady wins the race, because if it meaning your financial abundance comes in a flood, then it will throw you off. Your body needs to acclimate. Your body
Okay.
needs, so that's, please work on that so your body can acclimate.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good
Oh,
one. Thank you so much for your question.
thank you so much.
That was
Thank you
wonderful.
That was
for
fabulous. Thank
that.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And thank you for being so vulnerable, Anita. We love you. Gosh, I felt like I have received so much, and I know I've up leveled. Dang.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I think I'm good at what I do because I'm autistic and I get out of the way
Yeah.
Yep.
and it
Yep.
just flows through. And this is why I never prepare for a dadgum thing. And people go, well, what are you going to talk about? I go, well, I don't know yet. It's not about me.
Ask me a
How do I
question.
know who's going to be? Yeah, how do I know who's going to be there? I think it would be disingenuous and arrogant of me because I would be like, well, I'm going to teach you, no. It doesn't work like that. So I'm the little PVC pipe. It flows through me to whoever needs it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, we're going to take a few more. Hannah, you're up.
Ooh,
Hey,
Hannah, you're on the spot. Hi.
I just had a quick question.
Oh, wait, I can't hear you.
Anna, you're breaking it, babe.
Oh, it's breaking up.
Okay, there
Go
you go.
ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to see if you were able to assess
Oh,
where
wait.
the best place for me to live energetically.
That, the best places for you to live energetically. Are you in Florida now? What's Florida?
No, that's what.
I can't hear. What?
No.
I can't hear. What did she say?
She said no.
Oh, I just heard Florida in my head, like immediately,
Oh,
boom. But I feel like can you do the astrological ley line thing? Because I here in my head there are three places from which to choose. And I don't know if you're battling between like Florida, the heat, and colder climes. It feels like there's a battle between the two. But I feel like you do the astrological thing because things have shifted though too for you. I feel things have shifted. So they're showing me. I moved out of Los Angeles. I lived in Los Angeles forever since God was a boy. But I made a list when I was moving out of what I hated. Like, oh my God, it's too many people. It's like 10.5 million people. I can't do this anymore. I hate the traffic. I hate the heat, And then I made on the other side, like it's opposite. Okay, well, I love fewer people. I like more trees than people. I like no traffic. And that was my to-do list because I feel like it's you manually doing it and figuring out what your body is craving that will solve the puzzle. Does that make sense at all?
it does. I'm craving peace.
Peace. Okay. But I feel like it's more of, this is all about our bodies today too. How crazy. Because I feel like it's more about, what does your body crave? What does your body need? Do you want high humidity? Do you want low humidity? Do you want high elevation? Do you want to be at sea level? These kind of physical things, what does your body want? Like, I'm from Mississippi, where every day's a bad hair day because the humidity is through the roof, right? So I'm in Southern California now, where it's fabulous, because there's no humidity, and I love it. So I feel like that. But can you elaborate more about that? Because why? No, that's not the question. Let me ask you this. If you woke up tomorrow and you were living where you would like to live and doing what you love, what would that look like? A day in the life for Hannah. Where are you living? When you wake up in the morning in your dream home, where is that house?
Probably in Europe,
Okay. So Switzerland?
maybe France.
Okay. I feel like it's could be Switzerland for sure. Um, oh, I get it. Okay, maybe it's not Switzerland. I see mountains. It may be the Dolomites, so you're south of France. That would
Yeah.
make more sense to me. Okay, because I saw big mountains. I'm like, ooh, Switzerland. Like, because I don't know my geography. Mountains equals Switzerland. So, okay, so then make it happen. I ain't nothing to it but to do it. Stranger things have happened. Why don't you go online today and look up places in south of France to rent? How much does it cost to rent? How much is your internet going to cost? Get it going. Get you a new notebook. Here's how much utilities cost on average each month. Here's what food costs. Like, get it, do it. And then, because I feel like, getting started now, what can I do online so I can move there? And I feel like you can take family with you also, if you would like. And you can do it within a year and a half. Is that something that you would be willing to do?
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds super duper doable. I just don't think it's a problem at all. And again, everything today is being very grounded. Get the actual facts that you need and prepare now. Get a job you can do online, so you can do it from anywhere in the world. And I swear there's another Florida connection. I don't know. There may be a person in Florida who can help you move to over there easier, or like a service or something that's based in Florida. I'm not sure.
Did I consider Florida? I still have I have elderly parents,
Mhm.
and there's some of a need to stay in the States. I think my heart wants to be elsewhere around the globe.
Okay, well, that's easy enough to do as well. I mean, you could just Airbnb it over there for the moment, or I feel like you buy an apartment. It's yours over there. I feel like that's what you do, and it's half and half. Boom, boom, boom. Are you already working online?
Right now, I'm kind of in between exploring and trying to
Oh, that's
figure out. Yeah,
perfect, though. That's perfect, because now you can run that job search through the filter of, well, I live half over there and half over here. And so it's this, do your research now. What kind of visa do I need to get to do that? Yeah, I mean, and I would, if you're on TikTok, go follow everybody on TikTok who lives in the south of France to get a feel for a day in the life, so you know what to expect. Because look, if you want the new car, you go test drive the new car. So, start gearing up right now to get an Airbnb over there, even if it's for just like 5 days, good enough. And just walk around the town, start feeling it out. See what I feel like for you, it's just action steps. It's just action steps. And I feel like it's you know what? If you have you done the astrological thing for the ley line thingies?
I'm not familiar with that.
Okay. It's a thing with your birth. It's above my pay grade. That's fancy schmancy stuff, because it's numbers and whatnot. And that just kind of a little smoke comes out my ears with the numbers. But it's about numerology and astrological planets and where they are. But you can do it online free too. Just astrological. I don't know.
It's
Can somebody write it in the chat? Cartography. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. But it's probably going to be in the south of France, because that's where you want to be. You know what I mean? Because your
Yes.
body knows what to do. We just tend to not trust our body, which is the silliest thing in the world. So now you can get a job right now that allows you to work from there. So you can do half and half. And I feel like your parents may want to go over there too with you.
I could see that.
Yeah. And that would be just easier for everybody, you know? And again, I just hear ain't nothing to it but to do it. I mean, does it feel doable for you? It feels so doable for me.
It does. I actually feel this energy just surging through my body as you said that. It felt so right.
And not hard. It's just not hard to do because, you know, it's easy for somebody. So tap into that energy. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like lots and lots. And again, go on TikTok and literally type in moving to France. Oh my God, it's going to be so much that comes up and everybody's going to be like, oh, try this and try this and try this and try this. I mean, it ain't rocket surgery. So for you, it's just do it. Oh, holy crap, that's exciting. I mean, you could really be legit over there for realsies in a year and a half. I feel like you're going to be over there sooner, but permanent living there. Everybody's from the States is over there. All your stuff is there. You're good to go in a year and a half.
Love it.
Ooh, okay, we're all coming to visit you. I know you'll have to get a much larger house than you were thinking because we're all coming to visit you.
Thank you.
Oh, yay. Oh my God, this is great.
It's
Does
so
it-
great.
So fun.
Does that feel complete? That feels complete to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
It
it feel
does.
complete? Yeah. Okay,
Write in
perfect.
and let us know how you're doing.
Yeah.
Everyone that had a reading today, we want to know how you're doing and what's going on for you. You just can send us a message at team@howithustle.com.
We will take one more if that's okay with Cinnamon, but right
Sure.
now let's go ahead and share your package if that's okay.
So we'll take one
Oh, yeah, I
after we
forgot
do-
about that.
I know, right? Just having a great time. But we want to have for the people that want to work with you an ability to do what I did and, you know, to get a session and change your whole freaking life.
Absolutely.
Like I did.
Yay! I don't even know what we have on here, y'all. I can't
Yeah,
even remember.
it-
Oh, you get a reading. And look, it could be a reading. It could be whatever y'all want it to be. So every session I have is going to be different for every person because it's not about me. You know, maybe your pets will come through. Maybe your deceased loved ones will come through. Maybe we do a big meditation about clearing the old and bringing in the new. I mean, my gosh, I can do kind of whatever we need to do for you. So whatever it's going to be is going to be tailored to you.
Excellent.
And then what do
And
we
there's
get? We get-
also two
Oh,
meditations
yeah.
here.
Oh yeah, that second one was fun. I think I remember that one. You know, because y'all, I don't remember hardly anything. But I feel like that one is a good one. That 20-minute one, because we go into the secret garden, and it's this release, and it's about trust. That one is really about
That one-
trust.
You did that one with me, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And I just got to play in your secret garden. I also had never even explored having a secret garden of my own. And that was something I was able to set up for myself. Because then I have a place that was very special to me. And I realized that that's what you had that safe space. So very profound, very profound.
Yeah, it's great.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
because, you know, y'all, life is hard enough. I mean, I think we need to laugh through stuff and play and have fun. And you're right. Like, once you go into the secret garden, you can make it whatever you want to make it, and it's yours, and you get to keep that, and you get to go in there whenever you need because you're creating your own safety. You're creating a place that's only for you, that you can just release everything that doesn't suit you anymore. So, because holy wow, you know, again, it's layers, right? Isn't that what we were talking about? Oh, you can see Crawfish top of his little head in that picture. Oh, top of his little head, Crawfish. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I would love to do a session with y'all. I mean, I am incredibly grateful that I get to do what I do, but I also did it on purpose. I broke up with my life to create this one.
Yeah.
Because I love what I do. Again, I ain't like y'all can't tell. I love what I do. I'm so incredibly grateful that I get to do this. And I learn from everybody. Because, you know, every session is a session for me too, because y'all are brilliant and amazing and powerful and spiritual. And I get to learn from each and every person because every single one of y'all has an amazing life story and you have so much power within you that you haven't even tapped into yet. So that's my job. That's what I get to do. I get to show you where your power is. I mean, come on now. Can't beat that with a
Right?
stick. That's a
And
good job.
right? And for everyone that wants to just choose it, we did create a two-pay
Okay.
option. So you can just select that too. That will be available. Once I think you have to fill in your information, like put the little stuff in the header. So put your name and your address, whatnot, and then you click on the button, and then there's a drop down. So just choose it. That's how I was having some tough times at the time, and I just chose. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do something for me, and I chose it, and it was one of the best things I ever did for my life. So there you go. That's just my little
Well,
personal
thank you.
endorsement.
Thank you. Well, I will say this, it always leads me to this little tale, this little fable, Allie, this little tale that in my head that they always stick in my head, so I'm going to mention it. And it's this old story about a traveling monk. And he walks into a little village, and there is a beggar sitting on a box begging. And the monk asks, "What's in the box?" And the beggar says, "Oh, nothing. I've been sitting here every single day for the last 15 years. There's nothing in there." And the monk convinces the beggar, stand up, turn around, open the box. And of course, what is in that box? Jewels and gold and
Wow.
riches beyond belief. So I am the monk. I cannot give you anything you don't already have. It is all within you. All your wealth is within you. I just get to go, "Oh, look it right there. Oh my God, look it right there. Oh my God, you're so amazing. Look at that, look at that, look at that." That's what I get to do because I see you for who you truly are. I see through to who you really truly are inside of you, all of your power and your magnificence. And I want to shed a light onto that so you can see the truth. You quit lying to yourself and thinking that you have limits because you don't. You can do any damn thing you want to do. So there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yippee.
And with that, we'll take one more.
Let's take one more.
Yeah.
Peggy, you're up.
Oh, Peggy, I can't hear you. Are you there? Oh, I can't hear. I
Okay,
think.
so yeah, I can't. It
We
looks
couldn't
like
hear,
she's
we'll have to do
unmuted,
it.
but
There's no sound.
all right.
Peggy, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We'll get you next time with Chica. We'll make sure we get you connected.
How about Kelly Lee?
Hey, Kelly Lee.
Yeah,
Hi, nice
Hi.
to meet you all. I'm another ADHD, so I don't like to be
Squirrel.
told what to do.
Like,
Squirrel,
ooh,
magpie.
don't tell me what to do. Anything, whatever. Yeah, shiny. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Hello. Like, we're this. Like, ooh, shiny.
I
I'm right
love
there
it.
with you.
Yep. So one of the things that you said today was don't tell me what to do. And the last couple years, I've redirected my businesses or redirected one of my businesses, and I have other businesses, but I feel like I've had the brakes on or in resistance. And part of it has to do also where I'm getting triggered by my husband because he's moving into retirement and it's like, it's all on you now. And I'm like, don't tell me what to do. So I'm not doing it. So, and like it's like, it feels like the brakes are on or I'm capping something because we do live in our dream home. We do live in our dream spot. I have so much beauty and things around me, and yet I love
But it's a
doing my businesses.
freedom
But
thing.
yes,
It's a
thank you.
freedom thing. Yeah, it's a freedom
Yes.
thing. It's like a don't fence me in. I'm gonna cut a hole in that sumbitch and run. Like, don't you do that. Like, I'm out.
Yes.
Well, and did you do real estate or something? What's with the real estate?
Nope. Well, no. I've been in the healing arts.
Okay, got it. Because they're showing me real estate because that's like I would hate to do that job. Right? There are lots of jobs I would, and so for me, and here's why, because it's a lot of pumping sunshine to people. it's a lot of you again being the battery, and you bringing all of the energy for everybody and making them feel good and making sure that they're happy, and nobody gives a shit if you live or die. It's that kind of
Exactly.
feel. So I feel like since you're in the healing, we can't say industry. That's wonky, right? The healing industry. Like, oh, that feels weird. But so you're in the healing arts. Let's say that. So in the healing arts. So let me
Yes.
ask about that. They say, have you already switched it up because you do something different than what you're doing? And that feels better. I don't know what that means. Also, you're a teacher of teachers, so you need to teach other people to do what you do. You need to work with larger groups of people and not one-on-one. Have you already done all that yet, though?
That's where I'm going, but I'm not going there. Like I know that's where I have to go, but I'm not
Yep.
I'm not taking the action to go there.
It feels like a physical brick and mortar building where you are, where you go and teach classes. Do you do that already? Because I think that's a first step.
I've been to brick and mortars. I do it out of our space because it's more of a retreat place.
Okay. So two things. I see you going somewhere else to teach, so you don't have to do it where you are. Not all the time. I mean, you could do, oh, crawfish is awake. Hey, tar baby. And also I see a younger woman coming in who's going to help you with all the stuff. And you teach her, you're, you're supposed to, but not supposed to. You don't have to do a damn thing, I'm telling you. But wouldn't it be nice if? Look, I'm well practiced in that shit because that's how I talk to my own self in my head. But wouldn't it be nice if you could step back and other people could do the work? As I feel for you, it's residual income, it's passive income for you. And so to have somebody else run the thing, you know? And I feel like
You're
this
right on.
person, she's in her
Yeah, you're
30s.
okay. You're right on track to how I see it. Is just that, yeah, it maybe hasn't come yet.
That's because, I have chills all over. Go to that store to teach because I feel like you meet people there and you meet that lady there you know what I mean? And then you start the work relationship and then she earns the trust of blah, 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 blah. And then you know what I mean? Like you need to get out of where you are to meet a new group of people because it's an infusion of new. Does that
Makes
make sense?
sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes
And
sense.
it's going to start shifting already this fall because you're going to
Okay.
have to, because you're going to smack somebody in the jaw if you don't. You're going to be like, because, well, that's enough now already. You know, your body's going to be mad at you if you don't start shifting things. So, so that's action steps that you can take, is going out to other places and teaching. And it doesn't even have to be making a lot of money. It's just the experience of it so other people can see you. You know what I mean? And also you need a new website. I think you knew that already.
Yep.
Yeah, you need a new website and you need a new person to do it because it's a whole different feel. Because you 3 years ago versus now, completely different.
Absolutely.
So the business is different, what you do is different, so it just needs that new feel to it because all that old stuff is gone already. So now you're going to be bringing in this new. I'm excited though. This feels really good. It feels like next spring you're going to be really going well because other people will come. And do you just have other people come in to teach at your place so you don't have to do it all?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
And
Yeah.
it's funny that you would say that because, again, the triggers between me and my husband, I just took control this year and I said, I'm back hiring people to assist with housework, assist with paperwork.
Oh
We've
God,
just
yes.
so many things. So that's
Well,
been
and
the
that's
start of it.
abundance. You know, when you ask for help and then take that help and invest in yourself and pay people to clean your house, to give you a massage, to whatever,
Yes.
that's super duper important. So you're so on the right track. I mean, obviously you are. You're like a healer person. You know what you're doing. It's just allowing,
Thank you.
well, and telling him this is how it has to be because I'm not okay otherwise. So,
Yes.
and if mom ain't happy, nobody's happy. So you need to sit down. Because I got to take care of myself. Because the truth is if you crumble, then what? Everything's going to crumble, you know? So you have to do what you, and he does not going to care. I think he's stressed out about his own stuff. I don't even think it has anything to do with you. I really feel he really genuinely loves you. You know, he's just
Oh, he
stressed out that
does.
he's retiring and it's scary and he's not going to have control anymore. So his anxiety is bubbling up. And so he's just freaked out. That's all, you know?
Thank you.
Of
Thank you.
course, I'm excited for you. This next year's going to be
Thank you.
good. You're going to be backed off. Other people can do it. Leave it to the young ones. They got the energy for it.
Yep.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much, Cinnamon. Any last words that you want to share with
Any
the group?
parting words for us?
Parting words: buy low, sell high. Oh my God, I don't know. I don't
We
know.
like that one so much.
Well, just I think really parting words are pay attention to your body, because I think
Yeah.
that was the
That was
whole
the theme.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and
It's
trust your body, and only you know what's right for you. And if anything I said does not resonate with you, do not listen to my ass.
Right.
So there you go.
I love that you say that too. I've been kind of a big fan of not doing readings lately because I really want to kind of get the nudge inside and have whoever I'm working with really give it back to me. So they have the awareness, right? So I'm
Yeah.
kind of among that same perspective. If it doesn't resonate, don't adopt it
Yeah.
because you could get yourself tangled in another way.
Well, and what do I know? You know, I mean, I
We
can
know
only,
ourselves best. Yes.
I think that,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
and
the
I
same way.
teach trust. I mean, I could talk all damn day, but that's not the point.
Right.
Because my whole business model is I want to make it so you don't need me.
Right. Right. I agree with that too. We
That's
say
a
the same
big
thing.
deal.
But if you want to come
yeah.
play, you can come play.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks so much. Thanks for letting me be here, y'all.
Oh my gosh,
I
thank
am
you.
grateful.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, y'all. Am I out of here?
Yep, you're out.
Okay.
Love you. Love
I'm
to see you later.
I have to take crawfish out to pee. I'm sorry, y'all.
Bye.
Big hug.
Bye, y'all. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, isn't that so fun?
Oh, she's so fun.
And she just gives it so straight with the best type of humor, all wrapped up in a bow. And it's just, for me, it was just easier to be able to
Yeah.
receive. Sometimes it's just, you work with somebody, and of course I give myself my answers, but when something sometimes just is put back in front of me
Yeah.
and given to me just in a little different perspective, or maybe with a little bit different delivery, I can receive it.
Mhm.
And I just love that so much. So if you feel called to work with Cinnamon, definitely choose it. We give you the 2-pay option. And if you are on the replay, I'm sorry, that little button should be right there on her viewing page. And if you are listening to us on the YouTube channel, then it'll be there in the description.
And tomorrow we are, if you like readings, we're having Courtney Levins, who is an angel reader.
She's so fun. She's
She's
so direct.
spot on.
Yeah,
too.
she is so spot on.
So we have her coming, and we also have Amba John Rose, who has a little bit different approach to healing, but just take callers and does facilitate as well.
Yeah, she's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. What other announcements do we have before we wrap up
Don't
today?
forget to comment because you get the workbook, and then
Yeah,
you'll
that
also
should
be
be
in the
the
drawing
workbook.
for
And
an
you'll be
Akashic
in the
reading.
drawing to get a reading from Lianka. You'll get to test out Lianka's cool ass Akashic reading skills this Friday. And we also have a few other people coming on Thursday.
Yeah,
Rubia.
Rubia,
I
yes.
don't know exactly what
She
she's
does
talking about.
channeling as well.
Okay.
And she was also on another podcast that I found her, and she was just speaking, and I was like, oh my gosh, we have to say if we can get her on. She's actually really good friends with one of our previous guests, Isha Patel. And so they talk a lot about utilizing the frequencies and the information that comes from the galactic channels. And so I just think that that's going to be really fun. And it really opens us up to having more open mind. So even if it's not like something that you're like, oh, I don't know. Just come, just see what take what feels light for you, and anything that feels heavy, just say that's okay. But just have an open mind. And I think that's what really all of this is for. And then let's see, Thursday, that's Thursday, and then Friday is with me. Yeah.
Masami is in the morning on Friday, and she's out of this world. She
Yeah.
talks to the moon, and she plays with the moon and menopause and female cycles, and
She's so in tune with bodies.
yes,
It's
really in tune with
amazing.
bodies, can tell you supplements that you need, and it's a really awesome and freaking crazy. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what this week looks like. And then next week we'll be here from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Thursday. And
We get kicked off with Hamna,
yeah,
and we've had her on. She talks a lot about wealth. She talks about clearing. She's
Yes.
Also super fun energy, has really been this. Is she a walk-in?
I believe she is.
Yeah, she has this different perspective of life and has been able to just really hone those energies and tell people,
very
teaches
unique.
people how to really tap into that for ourselves.
She's in the first viewing room, I believe, if you would like to kind of see what she's all about. She talks about money and your meridians.
Oh, that's right.
And it's really unique and different. And I think she was one of the sessions where my mouth just kept dropping. I was like, what?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very different.
And so we'll have a whole new conversation that
Yeah,
she goes deeper on. So that'll
absolutely.
be fun.
Yeah, we can jump off, leap off.
Yes.
Fabulous. You've heard a little bit about frequencies. It's $8 for 8 hours of alpha, theta, delta frequencies. It's at the bottom of your newsletter in one of those little boxes. We also down there have our VIP pass. So if you like listening and you want to always have them available to you,
Yeah.
you can go ahead and get the VIP pass. That's all 40 of our previous interviews, plus the people that are on our main stage this time, plus the next
It's really cool, right? Yeah.
set of speakers on our regular show and in the summit as well.
I would say go ahead and buy it before
Before
we
it
change
goes
our
up,
mind. Yeah,
it's
before we
gonna-
change our
I think
minds.
probably next summit is gonna be 67
Because it's
just
so
gonna be
much.
so big.
Yeah, yeah. And then also, if you want that, having access to all of the speaker interviews, plus also getting an inner circle experience.
With
We
us.
have the lounge, our inner circle, our inner healing circle. Basically, it is we meet 2 times a month. You also get a 10% discount on all of the speakers packages that we offer here on this show for 10% off. And then we also have a really fun new vision casting program coming out, and all of our members of the inner circle are going to get that complimentary. They'll be the ones that are walking through this first, and so it'll be super exciting. I can't even tell you, it's just $37 a month, and the change that happens on that is phenomenal. We've met some of our inner circle people in real life, and just have, we have the change that they are saying they are experiencing has been, I mean, it brings tears to my eyes, honestly.
Yeah,
It really does.
We've had a person go from like hardly being able to rub 2 nickels together and not having a job to now
Saving and
he has his savings account
and investing.
in just a matter of months.
Yeah.
So it's some of the stories are getting really inspiring in the group. So if you want to be a part of a community, right now this community is really intimate. It's just about 15 people in the community. So if you want to be a part of a community where everyone really gets to know each other, this might be calling to you this series.
Yeah.
The Vision Alchemy program that will be included in this lounge is going to start 11/11 on a Monday. So if that calls you to be a part of that and the lounge, then maybe now is the time. Plus with the lounge, you do get 10% off all the special offers within the series that we host. And we do, kind of just give you that extra little incentive so that if you're called to this, then give it. Also, you can cancel anytime, don't feel afraid to, jump out if it's not aligned.
Right. So you're not held into some crazy contract or anything like that. We really just want to be here to facilitate more change.
Absolutely.
And we're a little movement, right? Not a little, but a grand movement with
Yeah.
a lot of love.
So that lounge little cube is at the bottom of the emails as well, if you're looking for that. And just check our emails for the special offers. You should have the viewing pages. We send you the main page every single night. That's how we communicate. But if you do have any questions, you can always email us at team@houthustle.com.
And with that, we send you with so much love.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.